Let's have a nice little conversation here, everybody. Because this trade offer is just a little bit ridiculous. First and foremost, Juan Soto is now 30. He is declining in quite a few ways already, which is a little bit scary that he's experiencing that type of fall off when he's 30. This season he is hitting 300 with a 945 OPS. But he also makes $51 million a year until Kingdom Come. That is wow. And then there's Edwin Diaz, who is now 34. He has 2 years left on a descending contract in terms of salary. What's his FIP rating this year? 3. Man, he's still great. Holy shit. Oh, Soto's in it because of the contract. No denying that. No denying that. Well, we're certainly not going to get anything else of that caliber in terms of like ready-to-go players. That is... There's no guarantees, by the way, that we could even pull this trade off. A future trade off, I should say. A subsequent trade to flip them. From a $57 million budget down to $51 million. Holy dude. It's just so much money. It doesn't descend. It's a flat rate. From $57 million down to $1 million. That is insane. 1.5 mil. I think I said 15, 51. Chat, really? You said 15 and you said 51 instead of 1 point. Boy, I wonder where I got 51 from. So sorry to have misspoke. Do not hit the friendly streamer. Do not punish the friendly streamer. He doth misspeak. He doth know what he say. Love you guys. Anyway. Holy shit, is that an expensive contract? Fucking Christmas, is that an expensive deal? Here's the thing. If we were closer to being a championship level team, I would just say, screw it, let's do it, and to hell with the consequences. But with how much this team has underperformed, at this very second, I cannot pull the trigger on that deal. But if it comes back up, I might have to consider it. There's still... The old Doogie would have done it. There's still some other players I need to look at as well, right? Like, we're considering the Herrera trade. We're considering the Mason Wynn trade, certainly. It won't come back. You don't know that. Evan Carter's still got a year left before we have final judgment on him. So does Michael Ciani. And then Jordan Walker still has a year or two. If we go to budget. So Josh Hader's deal is up this year. We can move on from him. We can flip John Means, although he's hurt, so I might not be able to. We know the Herrera's deal is up. Ben Joyce is down in AAA. Ryan Fernandez's deal is up. Victor Gonzalez. And then we get into all the renewable contracts that we're not going to worry about. We look at contract extensions. Again, Herrera wants $14 million a year. Mason Wynn wants $16 million a year. Josh Hader, he's 34. He's getting worse. He has had a pretty good season, but... And honestly, John Means, he's 35. A lot of these guys are getting older. At least Herrera's our best player. Yeah. Let's first do the trades of guys that we know are not coming back. What can we get for Josh Hader? But yeah, Wynn and Herrera are the two question marks. What can we get for Josh Hader? We can get Joey Dodd from the Red Sox, which, which again, he was what? 19 being a 57, and again, he had nothing going on for him, really. 18 being a 52. Vasquez, nothing going on for him. Rod Morris is at least fast. Honestly, he might be better. He might be better. I guess Hader can get Shohei and Mookie. That's true. I should go ahead and see what I can get for Josh Hader. Maybe that would be the maybe that would be the big trade with the Mets. But we do got to look for prospects first. Then there's Jerome Holiday, who is also fast. So I am going to check MLB ready players as well, too. I mean, again, we gotta do the best that we can here just to get the best return possible. Right now, it's Holiday. Brent James has good arm strength. The other guy is better, though. Again, we're looking at 18B and a 57. You got to be able to compete with that. Wallace Perez. Can anybody compete with that? Mike Hewitt cannot. Eddie Alonso. Yeah, you have speed. That's what the other guy has. 18A and a 56. Brandon Ramirez. Tough to say that's not the best deal. Like Holiday, is in a position that we need more. But Ramirez is clearly the better overall prospect. There's also Alexis Manzanillo. Yeah. Let's see, what else do we have here? Anything at all? He's not that great. He's got some contact, but he can't field worth a damn. Padres, Orville Dahl. What a name. Okay. So, couple of decent deals involving prospects, but what about Major League ready players? What about Major League caliber players, especially once we get to the Mets, who are not offering us for Josh Hader? All right. Well, we know the Josh Hader deal then. It's either that Cleveland deal for Jerome Holiday, who is at least a very speedy outfielder, in which we do still need outfield prospects, or we take the deal with the Cincinnati Reds and bring in Brandon Ramirez at catcher, which again isn't exactly a big position of need, but he's clearly the better player. And we'd also get a scrub-a-dub second baseman. We'll take that deal with the Reds. Let's get Brandon Ramirez at catcher. Maybe we move him. Maybe we don't. But yeah, we'll get rid of Josh Hader just because, again, we're bad. Not going to be able to flip John Means at the deadline. Can I get anything for Ben Joyce? Anything? Anything at all. To be honest, I shouldn't. There is Esteban Geronimo. And I still can't make a decision on Herrera or Wynn either, which really sucks. Yeah, I mean, 19B and a 52. I mean, at least it's something. Can anybody compete with that? Anybody at all? Can anybody compete with that? 18B and a... Okay, Atlanta. 18B and a 53. 18B and a 50. Okay, Chad Major as well. Jack McGinnis, at least he's fast. Chad Major, he's fast. Still Atlanta. Arizona offering Pedro Rincon. Major project. But I like him. The Nats had that. Yeah, but he was 23. That's why I didn't look at him. 18A and a 50. Pedro Rincon. I really don't feel like the Diamondbacks should be doing this, but I need to, for the sake of this playthrough, get an accurate representation of what the AI is doing. We'll take that deal. I mean, Rincon might not develop, so we'll take it. We also had reliever Ryan Fernandez, who has typically been good for us, but we're trying to not be good. Can we pair him and Victor Gonzalez together? Just to try and get something. Anything. Anything at all. Greg Welsh, apparently. 18B and a 71. And then a subsequent deal for Norcross. But again, that... Oh, that could blow up the Herrera deal. I think the worst part of my anxiety is knowing I talk in here and also my own streams, but also that I have an anxiety attack trying to play Fortnite with you and shit. Con, I don't really have a response to that. I don't really have a response to that. If you want an anxiety attack, play Fortnite with Crash Andrews. That's anxiety inducing, let me tell you. Let's see, let's go in reverse order here. 20B and a 52. 20B and a 62 from the Dodgers. Yeah, 20B and a 62 is still winning. That is still winning. 18B and a 62, Neville Francis from the Cubs. So, again, could end up being another catcher. Doesn't need a response. I nearly died talking to Pete Nicole. Let's now back. I mean, in fairness, don't we all stumble on our words when talking to Pete Blackburn? I mean, come on. What a beauty Pete is, you know? Jesus Gonzalez. Also on the Cubs, 19A and a 59. Can anybody top that? I just can't people well. That's a lot of people that can't people well, though. You know? There's like there's people who can people really well. There's people who don't like to people or can't people well. And there's people in between where it's like, all right, I have a limited amount of being able to people. And then once that battery is empty, I'm leaving. I'm definitely more in that second column. Not to sound like an ass, but when's the road to the show? Probably going to look to finish this season. Off season goes faster than the trade deadline. 18A and a 56. Well, let's not blow up that Orioles deal. So the Cubs, thank you for Jesus Gonzalez. Oh, Mason, Wynn, and Herrera. I can people well, I just don't want to. That's fair. We know Chunky's getting the call up. Let's officially Promote Chunky Harris to major league level. The question is, lineup does put him at DH against lefties. So he is going to get some playing time if Herrera stays at first. I'll stay in there, just more of a road to the show guy. Totally fair. I understand. See, that's one of the, I am a retired center of attention. That's one of the things that I like about streaming in the first place. And yes, I'm definitely just trying to kill more time because I can't make a decision. Is I play a variety of different games, and people are interested in some. People are interested in others. People like certain aspects of one game, but not another, aspect of said game. So, package Herrera and win together. You're a madman. We'll look at it. But, let's see if I do MLB ready. What do we get for MLB ready? Imagine the Mets offer us that left fielder. I'll die. Like, yeah, we'll give you the good young left fielder, but you got to take Juan Soto. Deal. Orioles. I mean, yeah, no, we're not doing that. Dean Creme de la Kramer. Nobody calls him Creme de la, but I do. It's Dean Creme de la Kramer. Can we player lock for Chunky's first game? Maybe. Ooh, Christian Campbell and Willie Abreu. That's honestly not too bad, depending on what they're looking like. Christian Campbell. Wow, he's still got renewable time. Jesus, that's honestly not a bad deal from the Red Sox. Christopher Sanchez, but he's 32. Jason Dominguez and Kyle Lisbell. Brubaker. Yeah. Taj Bradley and Bryce Eldridge. Again, we don't need a first baseman. Xavier Isaac. Joe Boyle. Or Boyle, I should say. Wallner. Ryan Mountcastle, but he's 32. Luis Garcia. Travis Bazana. The Bazana. I mean, there's Jackson Jobe. There's some decent offers here. Gerard Kaufman from the Royals. I don't know if there's that one. Oh my God, this is absolutely the trade type deal. Even that deal from the Athletics of Diaz and Gilbert, that's not bad. It's not bad. Chris Bubich. Mainly just trying to select the highest overall we can get offered. William Garlobo. Marlins. Not too bad. There's the Juan Soto offer again. Oh, good. They added in Emmett Sheehan. That's what we needed. And we could get 36-year-old Bryce Harper. Oh, let's see. I mean, there's a couple of interesting trades if we were to pair these guys together. I still think, though, like, keeping Herrera and dealing Win for prospects might be the best way to go. Like, obviously, that Soto deal is interesting. Oh, shit. Luther Fagan. God, his velocity and break is terrible. Elvis Camacho. Yeah, I mean, again... Oh, there's the Mookie Betts contract. Teams aren't afraid to drop the bomb on you in terms of cap hit, you know? So if we keep Herrera, Chunky does get playing time at DH against lefties. If we deal Herrera, Chunky ends up playing full time. Although, I think we could also then talk about even optioning Gonzalez down just to make sure that Chunky's DH on both sides, although he might not be. Actually, he might be. No one else is that good. So we can kind of guarantee that Chunky plays DH by keeping Herrera. Max chaos possible. Do it for the content. Well, thank you for the 66 months on the primer, Popcorn. Max chaos, you say. So yeah, if we were to option down Gonzalez, J-Rose with the 41 months as well right after on the primer as well. Both of you, welcome back. This indecision is killing me. One more look at Mason Wynn. Are you worth $16 million a season? No, you are not. Ivan Herrera, are you worth $14 million a season? His fielding at first base has been a little bit spotty. How good's Chunky? 50? As a catcher, yes. As first base, no. Well, see, that's what I'm thinking, right? Is then it's down to Ethan Salas, who at least his defense provides some value. That's what I'm worried about. Is Herrera for $14 million as a first baseman? I don't know. I mean, we could do what we got to do to make sure he plays DH. I think Herrera's staying. I think he is. He wants 5 years to bring him up to age 33. 14 mil. Is he willing to take the deal? Yes, he is. Herrera is back, but the decision has been made. Mason Wynn's going. He's just not him. He just isn't. But Herrera's been really good for us. It's time to make that move. So Baltimore. 18B and a 71 for Greg Welsh is going to be very tough to beat. Yeah, Rado can't compete with that. 18B and a 71, unless there's somebody with a slightly... Ooh, Jason Hooper. 20B and a 76. Mets. Stop. 20B and a 76, huh? We don't even know if the Mets are going to offer it again. Right? That's what you were saying. Yeah, 20B and a 76 is still looking pretty good. Looking pretty good. Team B and a 74. Nah. I think we have our deal. I think we do. Honestly, I don't think we have the cap space now to afford the Soto trade. It's the problem. I didn't see it offered. All right. It was the White Sox, wasn't it? Yeah, the Mets aren't offering the deal anymore. We're going to take this deal from the White Sox. It's going to be this closer, Jason Hooper, and just a random starter, Clint Leslie, for Mason Wynn. You're on prospect. Shh, I'm just trying to convince people that I'm not taking the deal. And if we go MLB ready, chat's too smart for their own good. Juan Soto and Jose Butto. Honestly, and shout out Rob for the 5 gifted. Rob coming in with the 5 gifted. Honestly, now that they're offering Jose Butto, it's not that bad because Edwin Diaz isn't a part of the trade anymore. It's honestly not as crippling cap-wise anymore without Edwin Diaz.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
I mean, Jose's 30. He's been atrocious this year.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
Chat really wants the Juan Soto deal, at least some of them.
Taste the goodness of the biscuit.
He's so fucking expensive, man. He's so fucking expensive. I forgot the donate link, but I need your thought on this draft. I'll check in a second. Let me make this decision here. We can't tank forever. That's true. But $51 million a season, and he's already starting to get a little bit worse. You know? You have $37 million still. That's true. It's because I've been smart with the cap. We could get a really solid closer. Or we bring in Juan Soto. Oh my God. Look, I agree it's a terrible decision, but memes are memes. That's true.
I'm just trying
memes
to
are
walk through this
memes.
fucking grass.
The Slippin' Jimmy, what a name. Let me see what Rob sent me here. Hold on. Oof. I'm guessing you're not the Blue Jays. It's all those damn tariffs. Nobody wants to go to Toronto anymore. I can't take the Juan Soto deal. I'm so sorry, everybody. We'll spend some money in free agency this year, or at least we'll try. But yeah, we have a deal here. And it is Jason Hooper and now Daryl Fader, whatever, for Mason Wynn, who I just don't have faith in anymore. That is a done deal. Take the deal and flip Soto. You really think anyone else is going to be dumb enough to trade for Juan Soto? Only I would have been dumb enough. All right, so at catcher, we have those two. That's fine. Actually, hold on. AAA, double, triple with Robbie Vaughn. Let's send you down. Let's send Kevin Kaiser, even though he's struggling, to triple, and then call up Brandon Ramirez to double. He was a 97. He sure was, and was also getting paid $51 million a season. All right, so Tony Gonzalez, you need to go down because you're taking away, even though you're fucking crushing it, though. You know what? Chunky will still get some time. He'll still get some time. Well worth it, though. He wasn't. He wasn't, though. He really wasn't worth it, though. Did you not hear the part about this team currently being shit? Move Tony to shortstop? Honestly, a hell of an idea. He doesn't have much of an arm, though. Honestly, we're going to move George Lombard. Oh, no, we're not releasing you. We're going to move you over to shortstop, which is where he was brought in anyway. We're going to move Gonzalez. Are we going to move Gonzalez? Maybe Garcia? Move you over to short. Let's move Luis Garcia over to third for the rest of the year. That way Garcia competes with Brett Beatty. We got the shortstop option. And we're going to call up Ozzy Batista as somewhat of an early September call-up. You know, who would help you not be shit, Juan Soto? But what if the idea is to be shit for the rest of the season? All your third basemen are cold streaking? Good. Look, we tried to be good this year. We weren't. So we are now officially tanking again. Welcome back to the tank. We never left. Turns out we never left. The Mets haven't won at all in this franchise. That is true as well. All right, let's see. Going to reestablish our pitchers here. Some of the new boys that we've added in. Chat of Little Faith. What happened to you guys? Oh, ye of little faith. Eric Goodson, welcome back to the majors, buddy, because we need you here. Assuming there's no firing, correct? If you have firing on, then you can't do fun things. Call up James Bond here. Also, for the moment, call up Graceffo. And even Wyatt Sposato is just about ready to go. Michael McGreevy, you're going down to triple. If you get claimed, whatever. Reverse, you're going down. Roby, you're going down. Munoz. There, one more. Ethan Pecco. There we go. All right. So, again, Herrera has stuck around. I do want to make sure that Chunky's playing full time, but all right. Let's have as the lineup right now. Got Ozzy and Chunky sitting against righties. Chunky's at least playing against lefties, which I'm okay with. Does mean that Lombard's playing shortstop, but that's okay. Honestly, I'm good with it. It's still not like a god-awful lineup. It's not great. It's not god-awful. I think we're okay. We just got to wait to see who potentially gets claimed, and if anybody does, I'm not upset about it. That is our trade deadline. Mason Wynn is gone. Josh Hader and a couple other expiring contracts are gone. Herrera stays. And there is no Juan Soto. No Juan Soto to speak of. No Juan Soto. Don't try to gaslight us into thinking this lineup isn't cheeks. I don't have to gaslight you. It's true. Your team is 5th in speed. Damn right. Although shits and giggles, if I were to be like, hey, give me Juan Soto. Now I'm just fucking with chat here. Wow, they will literally give him up for nothing. They will literally give him up for nothing. But again, we have $90 million to spend. Imagine the players I can sign in free agency. You have to now? Do I? Do I? Steve Cohen went bankrupt, right? Do I have to? Are you seeing this regression? For a 30-year-old? Are you seeing this? You won't do it, coward. They're begging you to take him because he's getting paid $51 million a season. Do you think there's a reason? Could there be a reason they're giving him up for nothing? Chat is just trying to bully the shit out of me into this trade. They really are. I mean, tactics, there's internal caps, though. Think of the butts and seats. You know what? Fine. We'll put it to a vote. We'll put it to a vote. Do we take this trade? If you don't see the poll attached to the chat, refresh the stream really quickly. It'll pop up. You go right ahead. You go right ahead. You guys want to cripple this franchise after all the hard work I've put into it? Then you go right ahead. Cripple our team in the name of comedy. Yeah, they won't trade Dwight, by the way. If you want to cripple our team, Jesus Christ, now look at the deal. Now they want Giancarlo Feliciano. Oh my God, they are willing to give him up for absolutely nothing. I say let him be someone else if it's... Hey, it's democracy, baby. It's up to a vote. You still got a minute. Again, if you don't see the poll, you might have to refresh the stream, but it's up in chat. Yeah, Eddie, by the way, I looked at what you sent to me, and, yeah, he is like, well, he's big, so he knows how to fight. If this ends in a tie, I'm not taking the deal, by the way. So if chat memes a meme, the memes cancel out, and I don't take the trade. So if the vote ends in a tie, it's not happening. $51 million of Juan Soto. He's 30. And he's signed until the end of the world. Is the yes going to win out? It is up by 2 votes with roughly 20 seconds to go. Are we taking on Juan Soto for nothing? And again, the reason why he's available for nothing is because he's expensive as fuck. And at the end, no wins by 3 votes. No toe, I say. We are past the deadline. Now, let's focus on trying to get these players signed that we just drafted. Remember when the draft happened? That is like 2 to 3 years in a row. Also, I totally forgot that was the last day to sign picks. I thought I had one more day. So I just missed out on signing a couple of people because chat distracted me. But the good news is Steven Dixon is the man. 18A and a 68 with 99 velocity. The real wild thing. 43 control, 99 velocity. You wanted fun? You have fun right here. His name is Steven Dixon. Old Stevie Dix. Let's go. Next up was Francisco Torrero. 21B and a 63. Yeah, he's, it's not that great. And then we got Beckett Whiteley, 19B and a 57. That's honestly not that bad. That's not that bad. Could have been worse. We didn't end up signing J.J. Ciccone, Jackson Kern, or Jason Murphy, which honestly, whatever. I mean, again, like I didn't have time to get their value up. I don't even know if I would have been able to send them an offer. And then Henry Perez, to be honest, is decent. So we'll take that. Aldo Pecas, what's going on, man? Good morning to you. All right. Plus Torrero is going to be a reliever. Let's take a look at Beckett here. 56 fielding. Not great. Yes, but is he Soto? No, he's better. He's better. So Whiteley's already good to go where he is. Then Perez is at second, which he's not great. So yeah, kind of upset I didn't remember to send offers to those other dudes, but again, that's what happens when we take 6 years to get through a deadline, and then chat's yelling at me about Juan Soto, and I didn't realize it was the last day. I thought it was, we had one more alert. Anyway, the rest of the draft, again, only going to look at guys whose names we were debating taking, or someone who has a 90 potential like Carlos Gonzalez, who is a phenomenal pick for Arizona. The Rockies took old Dave Richter, and well, that was a rocky draft, all right. That was a rough one. The funny thing is, we could trade for Juan Soto in a future season if we wanted to. Those 30-plus-year-old guys, the Bryce Harpers of the world, we could literally trade for them at any time. Problem is, the team isn't there yet. Rough draft for the Dodgers. San Diego, Chester Jacobson, he's okay. We got a much better player. San Fran, Jesus Christ, we got a great player given the quality of this draft was mid as all hell. Baltimore, Tim Wilson was not good. Jorge Perez was a decent late pick, but wow. We did very well for ourselves in that draft, even with the players that went unsigned. And that guy's a 51 overall at 22. He's terrible. So, again, I wish I could turn those freaking alerts off. They never just actually go away in full. Rough draft for the Yankees as well. Tampa with Alden Carnitz, not bad. Edward Padilla, not bad, but he is 20. And then Christian Mock is a 60 at 23, so no flow. We'll circle back through. Nobody on the Blue Jays really worth noting. White Sox, Enrique Cervantes, the first overall pick. I mean, he's good. He's a 74 out of the gates. Then they got closer Forrest Reyes, who is fantastic. Jeff Ordonez has a big project. Bobby Dorsey as well. Not a bad draft for the White Sox. Cleveland, Ricky Barrett, 56 at 19. Nobody else too crazy. Detroit, David Koufax in the second round. Great pick. Great pick. Kansas City, nothing. Nothing. Minnesota, Anthony Hood, good lord. 19 years old, 98 potential. At a 65 overall. Great pick for them. Great pick. Houston, nobody too crazy. Angels, Ramos is okay, and he's good. We got the better guy, though. Mackenzie Nathan, great pick, though. Athletics, Casey Pappas. Yeah, we took the right guy. Pappas, good pitcher. We got a better pitcher. They also got Javier Liriano, great pick at catcher. And Phil May, not too bad. Lower overall, but not bad. Seattle, nothing going on. Thank God I did not go for Mike Dwyer. That's why you don't swing for first-round picks when you have a guarantee, chat. Texas, not much going on there either. Braves got Clyde Albus. What a name. Good pick, too. Great pick. And Tommy Bliss. Great pick. Great name. Marlins. Colby Fields wasn't that great. Benji Lyon. Overall is a bit low as his age. The Mets. Mark Lucas. Not that good. Phillies. Nothing. Washington. I think Boris Walker's not bad. I mean, a couple decent picks, but nothing too crazy. Cubs, nothing. The Reds, Dominic Vega. Dominic Vega was good. 1954 and a 90 potential. Not bad. Brewers, missed with the first round pick, but Kurt Hawk. Good pick. And then Jesus Lima, 21.55. It's a bit rough. Pirates, Stephen Mock, not good. Saul Cretlow wouldn't have been a bad shot in the dark. And then back to us again with Steven Dixon. Francisco Torrero, Beckett Whiteley, and Henry Perez. Again, we did not reach a deal with the three others, primarily because I fucked up and hit the wrong button. But that is what it is. So, yeah, it is now Operation Get Through This Season. And hopefully we're as bad as can be. And then we'll take it from there. As the AAA send-downs went through. Let's see. So, Gonzalez. Send you down to single A and send down Randy Rubel. The first round pick, he was a 68 out of the gates. So, all right, let's get this season over with. Don't need no Juan Soto giving us a higher draft pick next year than we actually want. All right, let's see. September call-ups. 21 at-bats for Chunky, a 143 average so far. Not great. Not great, but he is improving. Pretty drastically as well. Gonzalez, of course, Batista we still want on the roster. Who else do we want to call up? Let's give old Juan Bin Cho the opportunity. And then pitching-wise, Bill Ullman. Nah, you're not on the 40-man yet. He's going to be very soon, though. Let's go for Michael McGreevy. Wayne Clay was a real bust. He sure was. We ignored him for a reason. All right. Let's get this season over with. Now we have too many players. What? Oh, it's the AA roster. That makes sense. That makes sense. We'll just send you down. There we go. Let's get this season over with. So again, no more Mason Wynn. Which, I mean, we nearly replaced him with Gunnar Henderson anyway. AA team makes the playoffs. And we will finish this year at 72-90. Playoffs, you got Cleveland, Toronto. Winner plays Boston. Houston, Kansas City. Winner plays Detroit. Cincy and San Fran. Winner plays Pittsburgh. And the Mets and Padres compete to take on the Dodgers. In terms of how this season went, Ethan Salas, good improvement. He's up to an 81. Still needs that offense to develop. 15 home runs, 58 RBIs, a 693 OPS, which is way up from last year. So he is getting better. First base, Ivan Herrera, fresh off of signing that new contract. 21 home runs, 87 RBI, a 910 OPS with a 326 batting average. We have him signed for $14 million a year. That's looking like a steal of a deal. Chunky got 104 at-bats, 3 home runs, 11 RBIs, a 144 average. He'll be ready for next year. He'll be ready. Tony Gonzalez, 292 average. I mean, he didn't do too bad at all. 804 OPS. Eat your heart out, Mason Wynn. That's how you can be half decent defensively and still do something at the plate. Let's see. Third base, Luis Garcia, who also played second this year. 14 home runs, 59 RBIs, a 737 OPS. He's not bad, but yeah, we won't be bringing him back after next year. Brett Beatty back up to a 77, mostly improved this year. 10 homers, 54 RBIs, but yeah, his ability at the plate really suffered. Not great. And then George Lombard Jr. skyrockets up to a 76. So certainly a usable player. Ideally a depth player. 635 OPS isn't amazing, but serviceable. Evan Carter up to an 86, a plus 13 to contact versus lefties. He still cannot hit lefties to save his life. That's rough. 26 home runs, 84 RBIs, and 823 OPS. That's crazy how he just cannot hit lefties. Michael Ciani, a 209 average. Again, might have been a Gold Glove winner, though. Jordan Walker, up to an 81. Have you been adjusting to player training? I've gone back and forth between honing in on something specifically and leaving it on auto. I'm experimenting around with it. This season was on auto, though. 19 home runs, 72 RBIs, a 741 OPS. He's coming up on a contract year. I don't know if he's going to get the big money from us, especially with Jeff Ullman being just about ready to go. 75 overall. It's normally the threshold for me to make somebody a major leaguer. James Tibbs, he's ready to be a full-time major leaguer as well. And then honestly, the pitchers, fuck it. We know most of them were terrible. Fuck it. And like home run leaders, stuff like that. Herrera was the batting average leader again. I will at least look at the top WAR ratings. So for batting WAR in the American League, it was Kyle Tucker at an 8.2. Next highest was Austin Wells. And then pitching WAR was Ken Copeland. Wow. He ended up developing pretty well for Tampa. 4.9. Bryce Miller on a 4.8. Tariq Skubal was up there as well. NL pitching WAR. Roki Sasaki, Framber Valdez, both at least at a 5. And the batting WAR. What would have happened? He accepted a weaker deal to go to San Francisco than to come here. 9.9 batting WAR this year for Gunnar Henderson. What would have happened if we landed him? By the way, how far down do we have to go for Juan Soto at a 4.3? Still better than anybody we have, though. He's also down to a 95 already. Minus 18 to power against lefties. Saboteurs. Betrayers. Heathens. Trying to get us to trade for Juan Soto. You should be ashamed. Burned at the stake.